everyone student at Rehan School Islamabad campus. As you know, whenever we come with a new interview with the colony. So today I am here with colony to interview with colony. And today I will learn from colony about my today's topic. And my today's topic is explored advancement like electric vehicles and hyperloops. So first of all, hello Annie, can we start our interview?
Walaikum salam, Shisham. Yes, we can definitely start the interview. What's your first question?
Okay, that's great, Annie. That you are ready. So, my first question of my interview is first of all, can you introduce yourself and share your interest in technological advancement?
Sure, I'm Annie, a 30-year-old from New Jersey. I studied art and engineering in Florence. I'm really interested in technological advancements, especially in how they can improve our daily lives, like electric vehicles and hyperloops. I love how technology can make transportation faster, cleaner, and more efficient.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, Annie, now tell me that why do you think innovations like electric vehicles and hyperloops are important for the future?
Innovations like electric vehicles and hyperloops are crucial for the future because they help reduce carbon emissions and combat climate change. They also improve transportation efficiency, making travel faster and more accessible. Plus, they can lead to less congestion in cities and promote sustainable energy use. Overall, they contribute to a healthier planet and a better quality of life.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so my next question is that how do you see the impact of these technologies on society in the next 10 years?
In the next 10 years, I see electric vehicles becoming mainstream, leading to cleaner air and reduced reliance on fossil fuels. Hyperloops could revolutionize long distance travel, making it quicker and more efficient. These technologies will likely create new jobs in green energy sectors and encourage more sustainable urban planning. Overall, they'll foster a shift towards more environmentally conscious living.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so my next question is that what are the biggest challenges, advantages of electric vehicles over traditional fuel powered cars?
The biggest challenges for electric vehicles include limited
No,
charging
any
infrastructure,
sorry,
higher upfront costs.
I think you can't I think you can't आपने सही सुना नहीं. So my question is that what are the biggest advantages of electric vehicles over traditional fuel powered cars?
The biggest advantages of electric vehicles over traditional fuel-powered cars include 1. Environmental benefits. Electric vehicles produce zero tailpipe emissions, reducing air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. 2. Lower operating costs. Electricity is generally cheaper than gasoline and EVs have fewer moving parts, leading to lower maintenance costs. 3. Performance. Electric vehicles often provide instant torque, offering quick acceleration and a smooth driving experience. 4. Energy efficiency. EVs convert a higher percentage of electrical energy from the grid to power at the wheels compared to the energy conversion in gasoline engines. 5. Renewable energy integration. Electric vehicles can be powered by renewable energy sources, promoting sustainability. These advantages make electric vehicles a compelling choice for the future.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so my next question is that how do EVs contribute to reducing environmental pollution?
Electric vehicles contribute to reducing environmental pollution.
Hello, Annie, can you hear me? Oh, there was an internet issue. So we restart our call, Annie. Hello, Annie, can you hear me?
Hey there, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
How's your day going?
Okay, Annie, my day is going very well. So I am my interview is continue with you. So my next question is that what are the some of the biggest challenges facing the mass adoption of EVs?
Ooh, great question. Some of the biggest challenges for the mass adoption of electronic business systems EBS include cost. Implementing EBS can be expensive, especially for small businesses. 2. Training. Employees need proper training to use these systems effectively. 3. Integration. Integrating EBS with existing systems can be tricky. 4. Data security. Concerns about data breaches can make companies hesitant. 5. Resistance to change. People often resist new technology, preferring familiar methods. What do you think? Have you come across any other challenges in your research?
No, I didn't notice any of other challenges except of these. So my next question is that how has battery technologies evolved to make AVS more efficient?
Battery technology has come a long way. Here are a few key advancements that have made autonomous vehicle systems of ES more efficient. 1. Lithium-ion batteries. They've become the standard due to their high energy density and longer life cycles. 2. Solid-state batteries. These are emerging as a safer and more efficient option, offering higher energy density and faster charging. 3. Battery management systems, BMs. Advanced BMs help optimize battery performance and longevity by monitoring health and charging cycles. 4. Recycling technologies. Improved recycling processes are making it easier to recover valuable materials, reducing waste and costs. It's fascinating how tech is always evolving. Do you have a favorite technology that you think is super cool?
Okay, no, no, any of these technologies that are super. So my next question is that what role does artificial intelligence play in the development of smart EVs?
AI plays a huge role in the development of smart electric vehicles EVs. Here are some key contributions. 1. Navigation and route optimization. AI algorithms analyze traffic patterns to suggest the best routes, saving time and energy. 2. Predictive maintenance. AI can predict when a vehicle might need maintenance, reducing downtime and costs. 3. Autonomous driving. AI is at the core of self-driving technology, processing data from sensors to make real-time driving decisions. 4. Energy management. AI optimizes battery usage and charging based on driving habits and patterns, improving efficiency. 5. User experience. AI personalizes the driving experience by learning user preferences and adjusting settings accordingly. Pretty cool, right? Are you excited about the future of EVs?
Yes, Annie, you are right, and I'm not excited for the future web. So my next question is that how important is the availability of charging stations for the widespread use of EVs?
The availability of charging stations is super important for the widespread use of autonomous vehicle systems of VS. Here's why own. Range anxiety. Drivers need to feel confident they can charge their vehicles when needed. More stations mean less anxiety. 2. Convenience. Easy access to charging stations makes EVs more practical for everyday use. 3. Infrastructure support. A robust charging network supports the growth of a VS, encouraging more people to switch to electric. 4. Long distance travel. Charging stations along major routes are crucial for road trips and longer journeys. 5. Integration with smart cities. Charging stations can be integrated into smart city infrastructure, promoting sustainability. Without enough charging stations, it's tough for a VS to gain traction. What do you think would help make charging stations more accessible?
Okay, that's nice, and I don't know what is helpful. So next, my next question is that are there any countries leading in EV adoption, and what can other learn from them?
Absolutely. Several countries are leading in autonomous vehicle EV adoption. Here are a few examples. 1. China. They have a strong focus on innovation and infrastructure. The government supports EV development with funding and regulations. Other countries can learn from their aggressive investment in research and development. 2. United States. Companies like Tesla are pioneering EV technology. The US has a mix of private and public efforts, showing the importance of collaboration between sectors. 3. Germany. Known for its automotive industry, Germany emphasizes safety regulations and testing. Other countries can learn the importance of a balanced approach to innovation and safety. 4. Singapore. They're testing AVs in urban environments, focusing on smart city integration. This shows how important it is to adapt technology to local contexts.
Yes.
Countries can learn that a combination of That's awesome. It sounds like you see the potential.
Yes, Annie.
What do you think?
Yes, Annie, you are right, and that's great. And you are answering very well. So that's nice. So now, Annie, tell me that what is your opinion on the role of government in terms government in promoting EVs?
Thanks, I'm glad you think so. The government plays a crucial role in promoting electric vehicles EVs. Here's how our own incentives. Offering tax credits and rebates encourages people to buy EVs, making them more affordable. 2. Infrastructure development. Governments can invest in charging stations and support networks to make EV usage convenient. 3. Regulations. Implementing stricter emissions standards pushes manufacturers to produce more EVs. 4. Public awareness campaigns. Educating the public about the benefits of EVs can increase adoption rates. 5. Research and development funding. Supporting innovation in battery technology and EV design can lead to better, more efficient vehicles. A proactive government can create a supportive environment for EV growth. What kind of incentives do you think would work best in your country?
I think these all work best in my country because my country is not developed more much, so it can that all are helpful in my country. So my next question is that how do EVs compare with hybrid vehicles in terms of sustainability?
Great question. When comparing electric vehicles EVs to hybrid vehicles in terms of sustainability, here are some key points. 1. Emissions. EVs produce zero tailpipe emissions, making them cleaner than hybrids, which still rely on gasoline and emit CO2. 2. Energy source. EVs can be powered by renewable energy sources, while hybrids typically use fossil fuels, which are less sustainable. 3. Efficiency. EVs are generally more energy efficient than hybrids because they convert more energy from the grid to power the wheels. 4. Battery life and recycling. Both types use batteries, but EVs usually have larger batteries that can be recycled more effectively with proper systems in place. 5. Overall impact. While hybrids are a step towards sustainability, EVs represent a more significant leap toward reducing our carbon footprint. In summary, EVs tend to be more sustainable than hybrids. What are your thoughts on the transition from hybrids to fully electric vehicles?
Okay, yes, Annie, you're right, and I think that is very good. And my thought is very like that electric vehicles are very important instead of fuel-powered cars. So electric vehicles are more helpful. Like it can it didn't create pollution, so that is very well except traditional fuel-powered cars. So that's very great. My next question is that how can renewable energy sources be integrated into the EV industry?
Absolutely. Integrating renewable energy sources into the EV industry is essential for sustainability. Here are some ways it can be done. 1. Solar charging stations. Installing solar panels at charging stations can provide clean energy for EVs, reducing reliance on fossil fuels. 2. Wind energy. Using wind turbines to generate electricity for charging stations can further decrease the carbon footprint of EVs. 3. Smart grids. Developing smart grids allows for better management of energy supply and demand, making it easier to incorporate renewable sources. 4. Vehicle to grid V2G technology. This allows EVs to send energy back to the grid during peak demand, helping to balance energy loads and utilize renewable sources effectively. 5. Partnerships. Collaborating with renewable energy companies can help EV manufacturers secure clean energy for production and charging. By combining renewable energy with EV technology, we can create a more sustainable future. What renewable energy sources do you think would work best in your country?
These all are the best in work in my country because these all was very great and very good working. So that's nice. So I my last question of this topic is that how does Tesla compare with other EV manufacturers in terms of innovation?
Tesla is often seen as a leader in innovation in the EV market, and here's how it compares to other manufacturers. 1. Battery technology. Tesla invests heavily in battery research, leading to longer ranges and faster charging times compared to many competitors. 2. Autonomous driving. Their autopilot and full self-driving features are among the most advanced in the industry, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in autonomous technology. 3. Over-the-air updates. Tesla vehicles receive software updates remotely, improving performance and adding features without needing a dealership visit. 4. Supercharger network. Tesla has built a vast network of fast charging stations, making long-distance travel more convenient for EV owners. 5. Vertical integration. Tesla controls much of its supply chain from battery production to vehicle manufacturing, allowing for greater innovation and efficiency. While other manufacturers are catching up, Tesla's focus on innovation has set a high bar. What do you think other companies could learn from Tesla's approach?
Okay.
I hope that was helpful.
Yes, Annie.
If you have any more questions,
Okay, Annie, you answer very well, and you can understand me very well, and you answer very well. So, now we will move to our next topic on Hyperloop technology. So, first of all, tell me that what is Hyperloop and how does it work?
thanks for the kind words. Now let's dive into Hyperloop. Hyperloop is a proposed mode of transportation that aims to move people and goods at high speeds in a vacuum-sealed tube. Here's how it works. 1. Vacuum tubes. The system uses low-pressure tubes to minimize air resistance, allowing pods to travel faster. 2. Pods, passenger or cargo pods, are designed to glide through the tubes. They can be levitated using magnetic levitation maglev or air bearings, reducing friction. 3. Propulsion. Linear motors or magnetic propulsion systems push the pods forward, accelerating them to speeds potentially exceeding 700 miles per hour. 4. Stations. Hyperloop stations would be strategically located, allowing for quick boarding and disembarking, similar to airports but more efficient. 5. Energy efficiency. The system aims to be energy efficient, potentially powered by renewable energy sources. It's a fascinating concept that could revolutionize transportation. What do you think about the potential of Hyperloop technology?
I think that's very nice, Annie. So, my next question is that now tell me that how does the Hyperloop compare with traditional high-speed trains?
Got it. Here's a comparison of Hyperloop and traditional high-speed trains. 1. Speed. Hyperloop aims for speeds over 700 mph, significantly faster than most high-speed trains, which typically max out around 200-400 mph. 2. Infrastructure. Hyperloop requires a new infrastructure of vacuum-sealed tubes, while high-speed trains use existing rail networks, which can be more cost-effective. 3. Energy efficiency. Hyperloop systems are designed to be more energy efficient, potentially using renewable energy, while high-speed trains still rely on electricity from various sources. 4. Capacity. High-speed trains can carry more passengers per trip, while Hyperloop pods may have a smaller capacity but can run more frequently. 5. Environmental impact. Both aim to reduce carbon footprints, but Hyperloop's design may have a lower impact due to its energy efficiency and potential use of renewables. Both modes have their advantages, and the choice may depend on specific needs and contexts. What aspects of transportation do you find most important for your country?
Annie, I think local transport is very important, and train transport is also important in my country. So that's nice. So, Annie, now my next question is that what materials and technologies are needed to build a successful Hyperloop system?
Absolutely, local and train transport play a crucial role. Now, for building a successful Hyperloop system, several materials and technologies are key. 1. Vacuum sealed tubes. High strength materials like steel or composite materials are needed to create lightweight yet durable tubes that can withstand atmospheric pressure. 2. Magnetic levitation maglev. This technology allows pods to levitate above the track, reducing friction and enabling high speeds. Superconducting magnets could be used for efficient levitation. 3. Propulsion systems. Linear motors or electromagnetic propulsion systems are essential for accelerating the pods smoothly and efficiently. 4. Sensors and control systems. Advanced sensors and software are needed for monitoring the system, ensuring safety, and managing pod movements. 5. Energy sources. Renewable energy technologies like solar panels or wind turbines could be integrated to power the system sustainably. 6. Safety features. Materials and technologies for emergency braking, ventilation, and structural integrity are crucial for passenger safety. Building a Hyperloop system is ambitious. but with the right materials and technologies, it could become a reality. What do you find most exciting about the potential of Hyperloop?
These are most excited in the potential Hyperloop, so that's nice. So, Annie might now tell me that will Hyperloops be accessible to the general public or will they be expensive?
That's a great question. The accessibility of Hyperloop to general public will depend on several factors. 1. Initial cost. Building the infrastructure for Hyperloop is likely to be expensive, which could translate to higher ticket prices initially. 2. Economies of scale. As more Hyperloop systems are built and ridership increases, costs may decrease, making it more affordable over time. 3. Government support. If governments invest in the technology and subsidize costs, it could help keep ticket prices reasonable for the public. 4. Competition. If Hyperloop competes with existing transportation methods such as trains and planes, it may need to offer competitive pricing to attract riders. 5. Technological advancements. As technology improves and materials become cheaper, the overall cost of building and operating Hyperloop could decrease. In an ideal scenario, Hyperloop aims to be a convenient and affordable option for mass transit. What do you think would make it more accessible for people in your country?
Okay, nice. So, now my next question is that what are the environmental benefits of Hyperloop transportation?
Great question. Hyperloop transportation has several potential environmental benefits. 1. Reduced emissions. By using renewable energy sources, Hyperloop could significantly lower greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional fossil fuel powered transportation. 2. Energy efficiency. The vacuum sealed tubes minimize air resistance, allowing pods to travel at high speeds with less energy, making it more efficient overall. 3. Less land use. Hyperloop infrastructure can be built in a more compact manner, potentially requiring less land compared to traditional railways or highways. 4. Lower noise pollution. The design of Hyperloop systems aims to reduce noise levels compared to conventional trains and planes, benefiting nearby communities. 5. Encouraging sustainable travel. By providing a fast, efficient alternative to cars and planes, Hyperloop could encourage more people to choose sustainable transportation options. Overall, Hyperloop has the potential to contribute positively to environmental sustainability. What environmental issues do you think are most pressing in your country?
Okay, that's nice. That's very good, Annie. I really inspired from you. So, Annie, my next question is that are there any successful Hyperloop test projects that show promising results?
Ah, thank you. You inspire me too. Yes, there have been several successful Hyperloop test projects that show promising results. 1. Virgin Hyperloop. They conducted a successful test in 2020 where a pod traveled at speeds of 107 mph in a vacuum environment. This was a significant step in proving the technology. 2. Elon Musk's The Boring Company. They've been working on tunneling technology that could support Hyperloop style transportation with successful tunneling tests in Las Vegas. 3. HTT Hyperloop Transportation Technologies. They've also conducted tests on their prototype, focusing on pod design and safety features, showcasing the feasibility of the concept. 4. SpaceX Pod Competition. SpaceX hosted a competition where teams built and tested their Hyperloop pods on a test track, helping to advance the technology and gather valuable data. These projects demonstrate that while there's still a long way to go, the technology is making progress. What excites you the most about the future of transportation?
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so my next question is that how does Hyperloop technology compare to air travel in terms of speed and energy consumption?
Great question. Here's how Hyperloop technology compares to air travel in terms of speed and energy consumption. 1. Speed. Hyperloop aims for speeds over 700 mph, potentially making it faster than most commercial airplanes for shorter distances. Air travel, commercial jets typically cruise at speeds around 500-600 mph, but takeoff, landing, and taxiing times can add to the total travel time. 2. Energy consumption. Hyperloop designed to be energy efficient, especially if powered by renewable energy sources. The low air resistance and vacuum tubes helps reduce energy use significantly. Air travel generally has a higher carbon footprint per passenger mile due to fuel consumption, especially for short haul flights. In essence, Hyperloop could offer a faster and more energy efficient alternative for certain routes, especially those under 1,000 miles. What do you think would be the biggest challenge in making Hyperloop a reality?
Okay, I don't think any of challenges that are Hyperloop technology related to Hyperloop technology. So, I'm going to next topic, and my next topic is comparing EVS and Hyperloops. So, this topic first question is, which technology do you think will be adopted faster, EVS or Hyperloops?
That's an interesting topic. I think electric vehicles EVs will likely be adopted faster than Hyperloop technology for a few reasons. 1. Infrastructure. EVs can use existing road networks and charging stations are being built rapidly. Hyperloop requires entirely new infrastructure, which takes longer to develop. 2. Consumer adoption. People are already familiar with cars, making it easier for them to switch to EVs. Hyperloop is a new concept that might take time for people to embrace. 3. Regulatory approval. EVs are already in the market with established regulations, while Hyperloop will need extensive testing and approvals before it can operate. 4. Investment. There's significant investment in EV technology from major automakers, leading to faster advancements in production. Hyperloop still needs more financial backing to bring it to life. In summary, while both technologies have great potential, EVs are likely to see wider adoption sooner. What are your thoughts on the future of transportation?
I know thoughts about the future transportation because I know that future transportation is very well, and because in future there was electric car instead of uh, fuel consumption cars, so that is better. So my next question is that how do both EVs and hyperloops contribute to reducing carbon emissions?
Absolutely. Both EVs and Hyperloops can significantly contribute to reducing carbon emissions in different ways. 1. Electric vehicles EVs. Zero tailpipe emissions. EVs produce no emissions while driving, which helps improve air quality in urban areas. Renewable energy. When charged using renewable energy sources like solar or wind, EVs have a much lower carbon footprint compared to traditional fuel powered vehicles. Energy efficiency. EVs are generally more energy efficient than internal combustion engines, meaning they use less energy for the same distance traveled. 2. Hyperloop. Energy efficiency. Hyperloop systems are designed to be energy efficient, using less energy per passenger mile than traditional air or rail travel. Renewable energy potential. Like EVs, Hyperloop can be powered by renewable energy sources, further reducing its carbon emissions. Reducing dependence on cars and planes. By providing a fast alternative for medium range travel, Hyperloop could reduce the reliance on cars and planes, which are typically higher in emissions. Together, both technologies can play a vital role in creating a more sustainable transportation future. What do you think is the most important step we can take to promote eco friendly transportation?
I don't know what steps can take for eco-friendly things. So my last question of my interview is: can Hyperloop and EVS be integrated into the same transport ecosystem?
Absolutely. Integrating Hyperloop and EVs into the same transport ecosystem could create a seamless and efficient transportation network. Here's how they could work together. 1. First and last mile connectivity. EVs can serve as the primary mode of transportation for getting people to and from Hyperloop stations, ensuring easy access to the high speed transit system. 2. Shared mobility services. Ride sharing services using EVs could be available at Hyperloop stations, allowing passengers to easily reach their final destinations. 3. Sustainable transportation hubs. Hyperloop stations can be designed as multimodal hubs incorporating charging stations for EVs, bike sharing programs, and other sustainable transport options. 4. Reduce traffic congestion. With Hyperloop handling longer distances and EVs managing local travel, cities could see reduced traffic congestion and lower emissions. 5. Data integration. Advanced technology can enable real time data sharing between Hyperloop and EV systems,
Yeah.
optimizing routes and improving efficiency for passengers.
Yes, that's nice.
I'm glad you think so.
Okay.
It's exciting.
Okay, Annie, that's very nice. And my interview time is completed. So, viewer, this is all today's call and interview.